start with the weather, like we always do. Clouds and wind and something slightly blue. Then move to our coffee, how it's too hot to sip. Letting little comments fill the tiny gap we skip. But underneath the surface, there's another stream, full of unsaid stories and the echo of a dream. You talk about a city you might move to one day. I talk about a song I never found a way to play. Small talk and big dreams on a Tuesday night, sitting at a table under faded light. No promises, no plans, just the in-between. But somehow that's the softest place we've been. We joke about the customers who always come and go, the guy with too much sugar, the girl who speaks too low. You sketch tiny circles with your silver spoon, like you're tracing all the questions you'll ask soon. The playlist plays a chorus we both know by heart. We don't sing along, we just let it start, making space for comfort in the crowded air. The world keeps spinning, but we're lighter here. Small talk and big dreams side by side. Ooh, we let them float, we let them glide. If life won't match the pictures in our heads, at least we have this table and the words we've said.
Your fingers trace the rim like orbit lines in space. I watch the little galaxies that live inside your face. Foam stars floating in a midnight roast. We're talking about nothing we can actually post. You say you used to dream about a distant sky. Now you settle for a weekend with a simple why. But under cafe ceilings with their golden tone, every tiny table feels like its own zone. Coffee cup constellations on a wooden sea, patterns in the spills only we can see. You laugh at the shapes, say it looks like home. I say it looks like somewhere we could roam. The chatter in the background turns into a low tide. We're drifting on our seats, safe and slightly tied to the sound of spoons and the whirring of the grind, to the way your thoughts keep pouring out of your mind. Coffee cup, constellations, star maps in our hands. We circle those stories like familiar lands. You talk about your childhood, I talk about my fears. Somehow both feel softer when the sugar disappears. If someday we forget this quiet observation, we'll still be held by the same constellation that's somewhere in the noise of crowded places we once drew. A universe from tiny traces.
You order something sweet, say you need a little light, on a day that's feeling slightly too tight. Glitter on the glass, sugar on the rim, tiny crystals catching every whim. I watch you take a sip and let your shoulders fall, like you're setting down 1,000 little calls. Outside, the world is rushing through another list. Inside, every second feels like it was missed. Sugar on the rim, bitter in the cup. Life is always both, you quietly sum it up. We laugh because it's true, and then we just let be. Two people on a Tuesday making room to breathe. The chorus from the speakers hums a gentle chord. Nothing too dramatic, nothing to be stored. Just a mellow rhythm like a long exhale. Just enough percussion so the heart won't fail. You say you want a future that is soft and slow, where the mornings taste like this and we don't have to go. I don't have the answers, don't have any plan, but I can pour more sugar if I'm holding your hand. Sugar on the rim, hoping every sip. Let the worries loosen with every passing drip. If the day gets heavy, if the sky turns dim, you remember how it felt with sugar on the rim. Sugar on the rim. The sky outside the window looks like melted cream, soft and pale and dreamy like a distant scene. You say it feels like endings that don't really end, like the kind of day that just wants to bend. We sit beneath the track lights, warm and low, watching people wrapped in scarves come and go. Your cup leaves little rings on the wooden shore, marks of all the thoughts we don't say anymore. Vanilla sky outside, cocoa in our hands, trying not to think too hard about our plans. If tomorrow changes everything we know, we'll still have this slow and gentle glow. You talk about your job, how it wears you thin, how you keep on smiling with a shaking chin. I nod and share my own small list of doubt. We trade fragile stories and let them air out. Steam rises like breath we forgot to take. We laugh at small jokes that help us not to break. The playlist shifts to chords that feel like snow, soft and cool and shining in a mellow flow. Vanilla sky outside, evening coming close. We sit a little longer than we meant, almost. If life keeps moving faster than we planned, we'll stretch this fading hour with our hands. We ended up right under where the speakers hang, where every single chorus feels a little more like saying, you joke we're in the front row of a tiny show, starring lattes, laptops, and the evening glow. We listen to the playlist someone carefully has made, songs that feel like walking through a sun and shadow shade. You tap the rhythm lightly on the surface of your cup, and every time the beat drops, your eyebrows flicker up. Two seats by the speaker, sharing every tune, finding secret meanings in a quiet afternoon. If life feels
and me, and grin with quiet pride, like you found your own small DJ somewhere deep inside. The lyrics brush our shoulders without stealing all the space. They let our conversation keep its gentle pace. We talk between the verses and the bits of sound, letting music lift our hearts without a single pound. Two seats by the speaker in this little shop, where the world gets softer but doesn't have to stop. If we ever feel alone with thoughts that feel much weaker, we'll sit and let the songs hold us by the speaker. You draw circles in the foam with the tip of your spoon. Little planet spinning in a tiny moon. You say you've got 1,000 thoughts you cannot quite arrange, so you let them float in coffee where they slowly change. We sit in easy silence while the playlist gently moves. Every note another breath, the afternoon approves. Your eyes drift to the window, chasing clouds across the sky. I watch your mind go traveling without needing to know why. Foam circles and daydreams turning round and round. Quiet orbits in a noisy town. If your heart feels heavy with the things you never say, let them spin in foam circles till they drift away. You tell me that you're scared to try the things you want the most, that failure feels like losing some invisible host. I tell you I've been there, holding back my start, protecting every fragile corner of my heart. We laugh at our excuses as they crumble in our hands, like sugar grains dissolving into stronger plans. Outside the day keeps moving, but in here we're free to dream out loud in circles only we can see. Foam circles and daydreams melting as we sip, hopes and fears together in each little drip. When we go back out and face the honest streams, we'll carry with us foam and all our daydreams. This cafe has a playlist meant for everyone, but somehow it keeps matching what we've done. A song for when we met, a song for when we fought, a song for all the silence when we both forgot. You say it's just coincidence, a shuffle little game. I say maybe the universe likes calling out our name. Either way, we're sitting here in these two seats, letting random melodies cover old repeats. A playlist for two chairs in a crowded place, say this reminds me, but we both know how certain lines keep echoing beneath the glow. Between each track we breathe and shift our weight. Say small simple things about our day and state. No drama, no rewind on what we can undo. Just tracing newer patterns in a gentler hue. A playlist for two chairs under yellow lights, for slow reconciliations and for quiet nights. If tomorrow still feels heavy with the past we bear, we'll come back and let the songs repair.
You say today went sideways and you almost turned around, almost canceled everything, almost shut it down. But here you are across from me with circles under eyes, ordering a second shot like bravery in disguise. The cup of rising trembles just a little in your grip. You smile and say, this is my courage in a sip. I raise my own and toast to all the times you didn't flee, to every quiet moment you showed up with me. Second shot of courage in a little cup, proof that standing here is already enough. You don't have to conquer anything or climb above. Just take your second shot of simple love. We talk about the moments that we thought we had to fake, the smiles we kept on holding for everybody's sake. You admit you're slowly learning how to pause and breathe, how to choose yourself and let your busy schedule leave. The song that's playing now is soft but full of drive. Something in its rhythm says you made it, you're alive. We nod along in silence, understanding what it means. Two tired souls still showing up in half-finished jeans. Second shot of courage, warm inside your hands, a tiny shining symbol that your heart still stands. When the fear returns and tries to take the stage, you'll remember every sip you took at this small way.
Cups, clocks, and heartbeats, keeping time in here. A trio of soft rhythms that we barely hear. Spoons and ceramic, ticking on the wall. The quiet thump of feelings we don't voice at all. You say you're running late, but you're not standing yet. Your eyes still tracing patterns in the table set. I say I should go too, but my hands don't move. We're letting every second stretch and prove. Cups, clocks, and heartbeats, small and out of sync, but somehow all together in the way we dream. If life is just a measure of the time we keep, let's waste a little longer, fall a little deep. The barista checks the register, closes one more tab. Someone grabs a paper bag and hails a cab. We stay like stubborn leaves that won't let go, holding on to branches in the evening glow. You laugh at your reflection in the silver spoon, saying I look tired but it's still too soon. I shake my head and say we'll get through this part as the
Walls, clocks, and heartbeats weaving through the room. A simple woven pattern that holds back the gloom. If tomorrow pulls us into different streets, we'll remember how they lined up in these beats. The traffic comes outside like a restless lullaby. Neon signs and bus lights painting up the sky. Inside smells like vanilla and fresh ground beans. Two different kinds of comfort living in between. You sit across from me, your sweater slightly frayed, a little sign of all the years and miles we've made. We've seen our share of chaos, all the mess and pain, but here we sip on sweetness while it starts to rain. Vanilla steam and city noise mixing in the air, soft and loud together like a simple prayer. If our hearts feel torn between the calm and all the pores, we'll breathe in vanilla steam and city noise. You point out every raindrop racing down the pane. We make a game of guessing which will win the race again. We're grown-ups by our schedule, but kids in how we laugh, drawing little hearts into the fogged up glass. A love song on the speakers quietly unfolds, but it doesn't feel dramatic, just warm and kind and bold. We're not making promises we're not ready to keep. We're just sharing comfort we can take home when we sleep. Vanilla steam and city noise, what a fragile blend. Sweetness in the middle of the world we can't defend. If we ever lose our balance and forget our voice, we'll listen for vanilla and the city's noise.
Soft jazz on the speakers, barely there at all. Just a brush of cymbals, saxophone and fall. You say you feel like we're in some older film, where everything is slower and the lights are dim. We sit beneath the lamp with its paper shade, sipping something warm like time we gently fade. The world outside is neon, digital and bright, but in here every color turns to dusted light. Soft jazz on the speakers, curling in the air, filling every pause we leave hanging there. If words get tangled, if we lose the thread, the horns will keep on talking for us instead. You tap your foot in rhythm under worn out shoes, as I watch your little movements like a subtle news that you're still here and breathing, even when you're tired, even when your dreams are blurred and wired. To know the name of every tune, we just let them drift like clouds in the room. Let the bass line carry all the hidden weight. We just hold our cups and calibrate. Soft jazz on the speakers, gentle and refined, a soundtrack for the corners of a restless mind. If life gets too loud and sharp in the ears, we'll search for this sound to smooth our fears. There's a love song playing softly from the ceiling speakers, the kind that could be cheesy if the volume were deeper. But here it's just a whisper floating through the room, a quiet little blessing cutting through the gloom. You tilt your head and listen with a tiny grin, mouthing half the chorus while you're stirring sugar in. You say you like the ones that never shout too loud, the songs that hold your hand instead of drawing a crowd. Low volume love song humming by our side, just enough to say that we are still alive. If the world thinks love is only fireworks and strong, we'll keep this gentle low volume love song. Our knees bump under table, neither one pulls back. We both pretend it's nothing, but we feel the little crack. Light is falling softly on the spaces in between, on all the words we haven't said but somewhere must have been. The bridge of the song arrives and it's simple and sincere. No dramatic promises, just I'm glad you're here. You glance at me a moment like you might just agree, then hide inside your cup as if you're not that free. Low volume love song, barely in the air, but suddenly the whole room feels aware. If someday we forget where our hearts belong, we'll remember this low volume love song.
Steam on the window, morning's getting slow. You trace little circles in the fading glow.
Traffic on the outside, distant like a dream. Here it's only coffee and a quiet little scene. Your sweater smells like sunlight and a winter afternoon. The speakers hum a rhythm that is almost out of tune, but somehow it's perfect, like the way you stir your drink. Round and round in silence while you smile and never think. Soft voices in the corner, typing on the keys. The doorbell keeps on ringing with a gentle little breeze. We're hidden in the middle of this ordinary day, but it feels like something bigger in a soft and quiet way. Steam on the window, nothing. I talk about the same. Let the seconds fall like sugar, sweet and without name. If tomorrow gets too heavy, if the city feels too loud, we can find this tiny shelter in the ordinary crowd, where the cups are always clinking and the lights are always warm, and the world outside the glass just wanders past the storm. Steam on the window, our reflection blurred, two shadows in the corner saying not a single word. I don't need an answer, I don't need a sign, just this simple little moment where your heartbeat touches mine. I claimed the window seat before you even came, watching little city stories sprinkle in the frame. People with umbrellas, people on their phones, everyone a second from their own unknowns. You slide in across from me, cheeks still pink, from the chilly air and the rushed up link between where you were and where you had to be. Now landed at this table here with me. Window seat, daydream, drifting out of sight. We talk, but mostly let our minds take flight, tracing all the places that we'll never see, building quiet castles in our fantasy. You press your hand against the cold glass pane, leaving little fingerprints like drops of rain. Say you sometimes wish you could just sit and look, make your whole life a never-ending book. I laugh but know exactly what you mean. The way a sidewalk scene can feel so clean, filtered through a distance, safe behind the wall of warm drinks and low lights and a gentle call. Window seat, daydream, nothing we must prove, just two hearts at rest while the world moves. If we never chase the pictures in the sky, at least we had this moment to ask why.
Morning drips in slowly through the dusty glass. You arrive a little late, but I don't mind your last. Your scarf is still half tied, your hair a gentle mess. Somehow you look perfect in that quiet kind of stress. I slide your cup across, the one you always take. Extra cream and sweetness like a tiny wake. You laugh and say one day I'll drink it black, but we both know you love the way it pulls the color back. Cream clouds in about your playlist and the songs you overplay, the ones you keep repeating just to hold the day. You say you like the tracks that never try too hard, just a simple melody and one honest heart. The music in the cafe hums along in time, soft guitar and piano in a gentle rhyme. No one here is rushing, but the world still turns. Our coffee slowly cooling as the morning burns. Cream clouds in my cup, swirling till they fade, like every tender memory that quietly gets made. We don't need a reason for the sweetness to show up. Sometimes life is just cream clouds in a cup.
First cup clears the sleep out of her eyes. Second cup of Sunday makes the quiet rise. You lean back in your chair, hair in a loose knot, saying I like this version of life a lot. The street outside is yawning through a lazy start. Dog walkers and joggers playing their part. Inside the radio keeps the volume low, like it knows we're not ready for a louder glow. Second cup of Sunday, soft and slow. Let the calendar forget where we should go. If Monday waits impatiently beyond that door, we'll take another minute, maybe 3 or 4. You spread your planner open, but don't write a thing. Just trace the empty boxes like a gentle ring. I say maybe it's okay to leave some space, to let the unexpected find its place. We share a quiet smile over toasted bread, say nothing out loud about the words in our head. Instead we soak in sunlight on the tile, letting stillness stretch for just a little while. Second cup of Sunday, cooling in our hands. We won't always have such unclaimed lands, so let this moment linger like a simple song, easy, sweet, and not too long. Second cup of Sunday, soft and slow. Let the calendar forget where we should go. If Monday waits impatiently beyond that door, we'll take another minute, maybe 3 or 4. Second cup of Sunday, cooling in our hands. We won't always have such unclaimed lands, so let this moment linger like a simple song, easy, sweet, and not too long. You slide into the corner with your scarf still on, phone face down like the night has gone outside. Buses paint the street in gray inside. Someone softly sings the start of day. The barista knows your name, writes it on the cup. You laugh when the marker almost gives up. We share a tiny sugar pack split in two. Little rituals that feel like something new. Slow mornings at the corner table. Time moves like a record on a lazy cable. No rush, no race, just a gentle spin. Let the world keep turning, we'll stay in. Steam climbs up between our hands, turning into clouds and hazy plans. You talk about maybe, I talk about someday. We both pretend we're not afraid anyway. The spoon taps twice, the milk runs thin. The playlist changes, but we stay in, watching strangers write their lines in notebooks, emails, crooked signs. Slow mornings at the corner table. Life feels soft and almost stable. If it all falls down outside that door, we can pour another cup and build once more. So here's to every quiet sip, to every almost every slip. If all I get is this view with you, it's enough, more than enough and true.
You spill a little sugar as you open up the pack. Draw tiny crooked highways that you never take back. You say you like the way it looks like snowy maps, passing late to nowhere, little gentle traps. We follow all the lines with our fingertips and laps, pretending we're explorers in our second house. The barista wipes the counter while the music plays, a soft and easy soundtrack to our drifting gaze. Sugar lines on the table, shining in the light, traces of a morning where we both feel right. If our thoughts get tangled in the things we cannot label, we'll come back and draw them out in sugar on the table. Talk about decisions that you still haven't made, the cities you could move to, the plans that slowly fade. I listen without rushing to give an easy fix, just holding all your questions in this gentle mix. Outside the world is moving with the usual speed, inside we're learning patience for every quiet need. Your hand brushes mine when you point another road, and suddenly the sugar feels like some kind of code. Sugar lines on the table, fragile, bright and small, like every tiny choice that changes it all. If we ever feel we've lost the map we once were able, we'll sit and trace new roads and sugar on the table. sugar on the table. Warm lights hanging from the ceiling like tiny suns, casting gold on every table where the daylight runs. You rest your head on your folded arms, safe inside this room and all its gentle charms. The hiss from the machine sounds like distant rain. We both know the world outside still holds its strain, but in here the tempo slows to something kind, a rhythm for a softer state of mind. Warm lights, quiet hearts tonight, hiding from the neon and the city light. If everything is heavy when the clock restarts, we'll remember how it felt with quiet hearts. You say you miss the days when time was loose and wide, when we didn't count the minutes like a rising tide. I say maybe growing up is half a choice, half storm, and we learn to build small moments that are warm. We share a slice of cake we didn't need at all, listen to the low hum of a distant call. If someone picks a playlist that just slips in a place, like it's wrapping every sound in a soft embrace. Warm lights, quiet hearts, no rush home. We'll walk whenever these cups are done with foam. For now we're just two pulses in a sheltered art, stitched into the evening by a simple star. The sky outside the window looks like melted cream, soft and pale and dreamy like a distant scene. You say it feels like endings that don't really end, like the kind of day that just wants to bend. We sit beneath the track lights, warm and low, watching people wrapped in scarves come and go. Your cup leaves little rings on the wooden shore, marks of all the thoughts we don't say anymore. Vanilla sky outside, cocoa in our hands, trying not to think too hard about our plans. If tomorrow changes everything we know, we'll still have this slow and gentle glow. You talk about your job, how it wears you thin, how you keep on smiling with a shaking chin. I nod and share my own smallest of doubt. We trade fragile stories and let them air out. Steam rises like breath we forgot to take. We laugh at small jokes that help us not to break. The playlist shifts to chords that feel like snow, soft and cool and shining in a mellow flow. Vanilla sky outside, evening coming close. We sit
to the corner with your scarf still on, phone face down, like the night has gone. Outside buses paint the street in gray. Inside someone softly sings the start of day. The barista knows your name, writes it on the cup. You laugh when the marker almost gives up. We share a tiny sugar pack, split in two. Little rituals that feel like something new. Slow mornings at the corner table. Time moves like a record on a lazy cable. No rush, no race, just a gentle spin. Let the world keep turning, we'll stay in. Steam climbs up between our hands, turning into clouds and hazy plans. You talk about, maybe I talk about, someday we both pretend we're not afraid anyway. The spoon taps twice, the milk runs thin, the playlist changes, but we stay in. Watching strangers write their lines in notebooks, emails, crooked signs. Slow mornings at the corner table. Life feels soft and almost stable. If it all falls down outside that door, we can pour another cup and build once more. So here's to every quiet sip, to every almost, every slip. If all I get is this view with you, it's enough, more than enough, and true.
You say today went sideways and you almost turned around, almost canceled everything, almost shut it down. But here you are across from me with circles under eyes, ordering a second shot like bravery in disguise. The cup arrives and trembles just a little in your grip. You smile and say, this is my courage in a sip. I raise my own and toast to all the times you didn't flee, to every quiet moment you showed up with me. Second shot of courage in a little cup, proof that standing here is already enough. You don't have to conquer anything or climb above, just take your second shot of simple love. We talk about the moments that we thought we had to fake, the smiles we kept on holding for everybody's sake. You admit you're slowly learning how to pause and breathe, how to choose yourself and let your busy schedule leave. The song that's playing now is soft but full of drive. Something in its rhythm says you made it, you're alive. We nod along in silence, understanding what it means. Two tired souls still showing up in half-finished jeans. Second shot of courage, warm inside your hands, a tiny shining symbol that your heart still stands. When the fear returns and tries to take the stage, you'll remember every sip you took at this small way. still stands when the fear returns and tries to take the stage. You'll remember every sip you took at this small wage. This cafe has a playlist meant for everyone, but somehow it keeps matching what we've done. A song for when we met, a song for when we fought, a song for all the silence when we both forgot. You say it's just coincidence, a shuffled little game. I say maybe the universe likes calling out our name. Either way, we're sitting here in these two seats, letting random melodies cover old repeats. A playlist for two chairs in a crowded place, filling up the spaces that we couldn't face. If we can't find all the words we want to share, we'll let the music talk for us from over there. You stir your drink in circles as the chorus hits, eyes a little softer as the meaning fits. We don't say this reminds me, but we both know how certain lines keep echoing beneath the glow. Between each track we breathe and shift our way, say small simple things about our day and stay. No drama, no rewind on what we can't undo, just tracing newer patterns in a gentler hue. A playlist for two chairs under yellow lights, for slow reconciliations and for quiet nights. If tomorrow still feels heavy with the past we bear, we'll come back and let the songs We start with the weather, like we always do. Clouds and wind and something slightly blue. Then move to our coffee, how it's too hot to sip, letting little comments fill the tiny gap we skip. But underneath the surface there's another stream, full of unsaid stories and the echo of a dream. You talk about a city you might move to one day. I talk about a song I never found a way to play. Small talk and big dreams on a Tuesday night, sitting at a table under faded light. No promises, no plans, just the in-between. But somehow that's the softest place we've been. Customers who always come and go, the guy with too much sugar, the girl who speaks too low. You sketch tiny circles with your silver spoon, like you're tracing all the questions you'll ask soon. The playlist plays a chorus we both know by heart. We don't sing along, we just let it start, making space for comfort in the crowded air. The world keeps spinning, but we're lighter here. Small talk and big dreams side by side, we let them float, we let them glide. If life won't match the pictures in our heads, at least we have this table and the words we've said. spill a little sugar as you open up the pack. Draw tiny crooked highways that you never take back. You say you like the way it looks like snowy maps, paths that lead to nowhere, little gentle traps. We follow all the lines with our fingertips and laughs, pretending we're explorers in our second halves. The barista wipes the counter while the music plays, a soft and easy soundtrack to our drifting gaze. Sugar lines on the table, shining in the light, traces of a morning where we both feel right. If our thoughts get tangled in the things we cannot label, we'll come back and draw them out in sugar on the table. About decisions that you still haven't made, the cities you could move to, the plans that slowly fade. I listen without rushing to give an easy fix, just holding all your questions in this gentle mix. Outside the world is moving with the usual speed, inside we're learning patience for every quiet need. Your hand brushes mine when you point another road, and suddenly the sugar feels like some kind of code. Sugar lines on the table, fragile, bright and small, like every tiny choice that changes it all. If we ever feel we've lost the map we once were able, we'll sit and trace new roads in sugar on the table. Order something sweet, say you need a little light on a day that's feeling slightly too tight. Glitter on the glass, sugar on the rim, tiny crystals catching every wind. I watch you take a sip and let your shoulders fall, like you're setting down 1,000 little calls outside. Sugar on the rim, bitter in the cup. Life is always both, you quietly sum it up. We laugh because it's true, and then we just let be. Two people on a Tuesday making room to breathe. The chorus from the speakers hums a gentle chord. Nothing too dramatic, nothing to be stored. Just a melody, so the heart won't fail. You say you want a future that is soft and slow, where the mornings taste like this and we don't have to go. I don't have the answers, don't have any plan, but I can pour more sugar if I'm holding your hand. Sugar on the brim and hoping every sip, with every passing drip. If the day gets heavy, heavy, if the sky turns dim, we'll remember how it felt with sugar on the rim. We ended up right under where the speakers hang, where every single chorus feels a little more like saying, you Joke we're in the front row of a tiny show, starring lattes, laptops in the evening glow. We listen to the playlist someone carefully has made, songs that feel like walking through a sun and shadow shade. You tap the rhythm lightly on the surface of your cup, and every time the beat drops, your eyebrows flicker up. Two seats by the speaker, sharing every tune, finding secret meanings in a quiet afternoon. If life feels out of rhythm, clumsy, out of meter, we'll find our favorite songs in two seats by the speaker. We start to guess the next track just from how it feels. Soft guitar or synth line, steady kicks or wheels. You're right more often than me and grin with quiet pride, like you found your own small DJ somewhere deep inside. The lyrics brush our shoulders without stealing all the space. They let our conversation keep its gentle pace. We talk between the verses and the bits of sound, letting music lift our hearts without a single pound. Two seats by the speaker in this little shop, where the world gets softer but doesn't have to stop. If we ever feel alone with thoughts that feel much weaker, we'll sit and let the songs hold us by the speaker. Steam on the window, morning's getting slow. You trace little circles in the fading glow. Traffic on the outside, distant like a dream. Here it's only coffee and a quiet little scene.
Your sweater smells like sunlight and a winter afternoon. The speakers hum a rhythm that is almost out of tune,
but somehow it's perfect, like the way you stir your drink, round and round in silence while you smile and never think.
soft voices in the corner, typing on the keys. The doorbell keeps on ringing with a gentle little breeze.
We're hidden in the middle of this ordinary day, but it feels like something bigger in a soft and quiet way.
Steam on the window, letters disappear like worries from the weekday, slowly leaving here. You talk about nothing, I talk about the same.
Let the seconds fall like sugar, sweet and without name.
If tomorrow gets too heavy, if the city feels too loud, we can find this tiny shelter in the ordinary crowd,
where the cups are always clinking and the lights are always warm, and the world outside the glass just wanders past the storm. Steam on the window, our reflection blurred, two shadows in the corner saying not a single word.
I don't need an answer, I don't need a sign, just this simple little moment where your heartbeat touches mine.
Soft jazz on the speakers, barely there at all, just a brush of cymbals, saxophone and fall. You say you feel like we're in some older film, where everything is slower and the lights are dim. We sit beneath the lamp with its paper shade, sipping something warm like time we gently fade. The world outside is neon digital and bright, but in here every color turns to dusted light. Soft jazz on the speakers, curling in the air, filling every pause we leave hanging there. If words get tangled, if we lose a thread, the horns will keep on talking for us instead. You tap your foot in rhythm under worn out shoes. I watch your little movements like a subtle news that you're still here and breathing, even when you're tired, even when your dreams are blurred and wired. Just let them drift like clouds in the room. Let the bass line carry all the hidden weight. We just hold our cups and calibrate. Soft jazz on the speakers, gentle and refined, a soundtrack for the corners of a restless mind. If life gets too loud and sharp in the years, we'll search for this sound to smooth our fears. First cup clears the sleep out of your eyes. Second cup of Sunday makes the choir rise. You lean back in your chair, hair in a loose knot, saying I like this version of life a lot. The street outside is yawning through a lazy start. Dog walkers and joggers playing their part. Inside the radio keeps the volume low, like it knows we're not ready for a louder glow. Second cup of Sunday, soft and slow. Let the calendar forget where we should go. If Monday waits impatiently beyond that door, we'll take another minute, maybe 3 or 4. You spread your planner open, but don't write a thing. Just trace the empty boxes like a gentle ring. I say maybe it's okay to leave some space, to let the unexpected find its place. Quiet smile over toasted bread. Say nothing out loud about the words in our head. Instead we soak in sunlight on too long.
You draw circles in the foam with the tip of your spoon. Little planet spinning in a tiny moon. You say you've got 1,000 thoughts you cannot quite arrange, so you let them float in coffee where they slowly change. We sit in easy silence while the playlist gently moves. Every note another breath, the afternoon approves. Your eyes drift to the window, chasing clouds across the sky. I watch your mind go traveling without needing to know why. Foam circles and daydreams turning round and round. Quiet orbits in a noisy town. If your heart feels heavy with the things you never say, let them spin in foam circles till they drift away. You tell me that you're scared to try the things you want the most. That failure feels like losing some invisible host. I tell you I've been there, holding back my start, protecting every fragile corner of my heart. Oh, we laugh at our excuses as they crumble in our hands, like sugar grains dissolving into stronger plans. Outside the day keeps moving, but in here we're free to dream out loud in circles only we can see. Foam circles and daydreams melting as we sip, hopes and fears together in each little drip. When we go back out and face the honest streams, we'll carry with us foam and all our daydreams.
Morning drips in slowly through the dusty glass. You arrive a little late, but I don't mind your last. Your scarf is still half tied, your hair a gentle mess. Somehow you look perfect in that quiet kind of stress. I slide your cup across the one you always take. Extra cream and sweetness like a tiny wave. You laugh and say, one day I'll drink it black. But we both know you love the way it pulls the color back. Cream clouds in my cup, floating soft and slow. Little pieces of a sky only we can know. If the day turns heavy and the noise won't stop, I remember how you smiled at cream clouds in my cup. We talk about your playlist and the songs you overplay, the ones you keep repeating just to hold the day. You say you like the tracks that never try too hard, just a simple melody and one honest heart. The music in the cafe
comes along in time. Soft guitar and piano in a gentle rhyme. No one here is rushing, but the world still turns. Our coffee slowly cooling as the morning burns. Ooh, cream clouds in my cup, swirling till they fade, like every tender memory that quietly gets made. We don't need a reason for this sweetness to show up. Sometimes life is just cream clouds in a cup.
Cups, clocks, and heartbeats keeping time in here. A trio of soft rhythms that we barely hear. Spoons in ceramic ticking on the wall. The quiet thump of feelings we don't voice at all. Ooh, you say you're running late, but you're not standing yet. Your eyes still tracing patterns in the table set. Ooh, I say I should go too, but my hands don't move. We're letting every second stretch and prove. Ooh, cups, clocks, and heartbeats, small and out of sync, but somehow all together in the way we drink. If life is just a measure of the time we keep, let's waste a little longer, fall a little deeper. Barista checks the register, closes one more tab. Someone grabs a paper bag and hails a cab. We stay like stubborn leaves that won't let go, holding on to branches in the evening glow. You laugh at your reflection in the silver spoon, saying I look tired, but it's still too soon. I shake my head and say we'll get through this part, as the ticking and the clinking echo in my heart. Cups, clocks, and heartbeats weaving through the room, a simple woven pattern that holds back the gloom. If tomorrow pulls us into different streets, we'll remember how they lined up in these beats. There's a love song playing softly from the ceiling speakers, the kind that could be cheesy if the volume were deeper. But here it's just a whisper floating through the room, a quiet little blessing cutting through the gloom. You tilt your head and listen with a tiny grin, mouthing half the chorus while you're stirring sugar in. You say you like the ones that never shout too loud, the songs that hold your hand instead of drawing a crowd. Low volume love song humming by our side, just enough to say that we are still alive. If the world thinks love is only fireworks and strong, we'll keep this gentle, low volume love song. Our knees bump under table, neither one pulls back. We both pretend it's nothing, but we feel the little crack. Light is falling softly on the spaces in between, on all the words we haven't said, but somewhere must have been. The bridge of the song arrives, and it's simple and sincere. No dramatic promises,
It's just I'm glad you're here. You glance at me a moment like you might just agree, then hide inside your cup as if you're not that free. Low volume love song, barely in the air, but suddenly the whole room feels aware. If someday we forget where our hearts belong, we'll remember this low volume love song.
The traffic hums outside like a restless lullaby. Neon signs and bus lights painting up the sky. Inside smells like vanilla and fresh ground beans. Two different kinds of comfort living in between. You sit across from me, your sweater slightly frayed, a little sign of all the years and miles we've made. We've seen our share of chaos, all the mess and pain, but here we sip on sweetness while it starts to rain. Vanilla steam and city noise mixing in the air, soft and loud together like a simple prayer. If our hearts feel torn between the calm and all the poise, we'll breathe in vanilla steam and city noise. You point out every raindrop racing down the pane. We make a game of guessing which will win the race again. We're grown-ups by our schedule, but kids in how we laugh, drawing little hearts into the fogged up glass. A love song on the speakers quietly unfolds, but it doesn't feel dramatic, just warm and kind and bold. We're not making promises we're not ready to keep. We're just sharing comfort we can take home when we sleep. Vanilla steam and city noise, what a fragile blend. Sweetness in the middle of the world we can't defend. If we ever lose our balance and forget our voice, we'll listen for vanilla and the city's noise.
Warm lights hanging from the ceiling like tiny suns, casting gold on every table where the daylight runs. You rest your head on your folded arms, safe inside this room and all its gentle charms. The hiss from the machine sounds like distant rain. We both know the world outside still holds its strain, but in here the tempo slows to something kind, a rhythm for a softer state of mind. Warm lights, quiet hearts tonight, hiding from the neon and the city light. If everything is heavy when the clock restarts, we'll remember how it felt with quiet hearts. You say you miss the days when time was loose and wide, slice of cake we didn't need at all. Listen to the low hum of a distant call as someone picks a playlist that just slips into place, like it's wrapping every sound in a soft embrace. Warm lights, quiet hearts, no rush home. We'll walk whenever these cups are done with foam. For now we're just two pulses in a sheltered ark, stitched into the evening by a simple star.
Before you even came, watching little city stories sprinkled in the frame. People with umbrellas, people on their phones, everyone a second from their own unknowns. You slide in across from me, cheeks still pink from the chilly air and the rushed up link between where you were and where you had to be. Now landed at this table here with me. Window seat daydream, drifting out of sight. We talk but mostly let our minds take flight, tracing all the places that we'll never see, building quiet castles in our fantasy. You press your hand against the cold glass pane, leaving little fingerprints like drops of rain. Say you sometimes wish you could just sit and look, make your whole life a never-ending book.